Those are frequent noise that we hear in today's world. Noise they consider nuisance or sounds that we as hearing people often take it for granted. Today, I'm going to inform people on being deaf in the hearing world. A person that does not hear with their ears, but with their eyes, minds, and hearts. My three main parts are: what does being deaf mean, deaf communication, and common misconception of being deaf. Today I'm gonna talk about my wife, father, which is my father-in-law. Very strong-willed man, but he's deaf. He wasn't born deaf. He was born deaf because he got sick with the measles and he lost his hearing. But he worked for the post office for I'm not specific on the years, but I know it was over 15 years or better. And he was well known around in the neighborhood. He was deaf, and even with people that didn't know sign language, he could still communicate with them. And I get by writing, and back then, when he was delivering mail, they didn't really have the technology with cell phones, but now with cell phones. And he's a great guy, and I learned a lot from him. And he knows how to fix many things, like change the whole kitchen, so his handicap of being deaf has not slowed him down one bit. You wouldn't even, if you seen him, you wouldn't even know he was deaf till you just seen him communicating with family members and stuff. So hard of hearing is considered deaf, but they can understand and hear a little bit better than deaf people. People who are deaf or hard of hearing may have speech that is difficult to understand due to the unable to hear their own voice. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm trying to put it all in my brain. And deaf people communicate by reading lips, communicating through sound language. And vibrations. Not everyone who's deaf wants to be fixed. Some people live, like I said about my wife, which is my father-in-law. He have a very active life. They travel, so I never heard him. Well, I never heard him, but I never heard my wife speak saying that he wished that he had a hearing. So, and he had plenty of fun when we go out because we just went to Texas. So he was laughing at me the whole trip. So he had plenty of fun, and I know he loved his life, and he's blessed. So I know that people that are deaf, I know that Mr. Rudolph, he don't want to be fixed. Other people may, but I know Mr. Rudolph don't want to be fixed. There is a whole entire world of deaf people, communities, and that's in the politics, deaf lawyers. There's a lot of people out there in the world that have great jobs that are deaf. Conclusions. There are different degrees of deaf, defining deaf. Deaf people communicate in other ways through sign language and vibration, technology out there. So there's plenty of ways to communicate with deaf people now. And deaf is a culture and not an outbreak. And deaf people live in a world of auto sounds and silence and live full, active life. And that is my speech on being in a world with sound and you deaf.